Hello. What's going on tonight, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Tyron, the Uber Ninja, Stealth Spartan, Nightbot. How's it going, Nightbot? Dark Horse, the Logic Blade, Nazi, Quantum. How's everyone doing? Rolsey, what's up? Silent Assassin, Lone Wolf, AK Average, Calvary Wolfpack, MTG Tails 06. Thank you for the follow. What's up, Freak Ills? Oh, how's everyone doing this evening? So, announcement before we get to the stream. Normally we stream Tuesdays and Thursdays. This week, hey, what's up, Tyran? Much love from the US. Normally we stream Tuesdays and Thursdays. This week we're streaming tonight and then tomorrow night instead of Thursday. So tomorrow is when Kaladesh releases on Magic Online. Carrot Lord, thank you for the follow. So instead of doing the Thursday stream, 6 o'clock Eastern time, the same as we normally would do it on Thursday, we're doing it tomorrow to play some Kaladesh pre-release something. Sealed, maybe? Something like that. 6 Eastern time, so calculate that from your time zone. So the same time as we would normally stream on Thursday, but tomorrow instead of Thursday. It also works out because we had to change the Commander Clash recording. Normally we do Commander Clash on Wednesday nights, but Tomer sick, so we had to change around the schedule. So Wednesday night's actually free. Oh, Tracy King, I'm sorry. Sorry, everyone. Sorry. Lone Wolf, thank you for the follow a second ago. Yes, we have reapplied for partnership with Twitch. Waiting to hear back. Should be hearing it any second. They say 7 days. It's been like 9 days, so I got my fingers crossed. I'm hoping that this is actually the one. Oh, I'm hoping for better pulls in my box. My box, oh my god. My box was so bad. I actually opened 2 boxes. One just for myself and one for the video opening, and oh, it was rough. So little value. So I was trying to figure out what to stream tonight. And someone 5-0'd a league with this monstrosity. And I love decks that take all the turns. So this is a cool updated version of the Turbo Turn deck. And I actually played against this deck. The person that won the league with it was Lee J. I think they made the deck. They're a pretty well-known Magic Online player. So I actually played against Lee J. I don't remember what I was playing, but he was playing this deck and absolutely crushed me with it. And it looked really sweet. I've played Turbo Turns decks before. What I really like about this one is it wins with Snapcaster. So some of the old versions, you're like using Jace Bellerin and trying to like ultimate. This one, basically, you're just going to take turns. Eventually in the turn process, you're going to get your opponent tapped out and just win by Snapcaster Mage beatdowns over the course of several turns with Lightning Bolts. Having Snapcaster and Bolt also helps against Infact and some of those aggro decks. What's up, John Farley? Thank you for the follow. So I'm really excited for it. It also has 62 cards because it can technically win by playing through the entire deck. So it's possible. Memory Man, thank you for the follow. So it can win by playing through the entire deck, but basically how this deck works is what we're looking to do is get up to 5 mana, get some number of extra turn spells or ancestral visions going, so we're drawing extra cards, and then we are just going to take extra turns. Time or exhaustion is essentially a take an extra turn spell if we can tap our opponent down. Snapcaster, back our Time Warp to take another extra turn, beat down with our Snapcasters, and win the game. So that's what this deck's trying to do. As far as the sideboard, we have some more removal, Pyroclasms and Flame Slashes, Tormod Script, for graveyards. Steel Penguin God, thank you for the follow. Some counters in Spell Pierce and Disrupting Shoal and Cryptic Command. Thing in the Ice as kind of... I like the Thing in the Ice plan as well. There's only 2 of them, but if our opponent takes out their creature removal and thinks we're just comboing them, we can bring in Thing in the Ice and win that way. So I'm excited for this deck. I think it's going to be sweet. It's very close to mono blue, but we have a bit of red. We get to play Mikukuru, one of my favorite colorless lands. Also, a Gaia Reach Sanitarium is like bad Mikukuru. So this should be very interesting. So we're going to do a league with it. Ashmiel, thank you for the follow. So let's see, reminders, MTG Goldfish Replay YouTube. That's where you find all the sweet old streams. And that's where this stream will be after it's uploaded. Radiant Fountain gives us a tiny bit of life gain. And sometimes that 2 life makes all the difference. Yes, we are a 62 card main deck, so we don't mill ourselves out. Oh, yep. And it's intentionally a 62 card main deck. If you're looking for a way to support the stream, got playmats. I think the new merch that I've been hyping for a while, I think it's going to be coming out maybe today. It might be tomorrow. It's like, it's done. It's ready. I don't know when the official release is going to be, but it is here finally, so keep an eye out for that. Would a Devoid Fog be good for this deck? Maybe? I don't know. Exhaustion is a pretty good fog in its own right. Fatcaster Mage I would consider playing, although we're very sorcery heavy, so I don't know how much Fatcaster Mage would do. Snapcaster Beatdown, that's this deck. We take all the turns and beat down with a Snapcaster. We are the Snapcaster Beatdown deck. So we're going to do a league with this and see if this actually works. I'm excited for it. I love decks that take all the turns. Since I have never played a single match with this deck, jump in. Huh? Oh, that's our old league, I see. Oh! Oh, we can't even do a league. Alright. Well, change of plans. The leagues are actually closed. So I guess that means... I guess that means we gotta play 2-player queues because there's no leagues online. Well, alright. They must have closed them for rotation tomorrow. Good Pants. Well, thanks for hanging out for a minute. I did not even realize. We cube draft last stream. I still want to try this deck. No, we're streaming still. We just can't do a league, unfortunately. I didn't realize it. It actually says on there it closed at 1 p.m. today, so like 3 hours ago. Deadly Trickster, thank you for the follow. Awesome, dude. You are on top of it now. MTG Goldfish action figures. That's a little in depth, but that does sound sweet. Jake could be the salt shaker. I like it. I like it. So Magic Online, some big changes. All right, we got a match. We got a match. See what our opponent's up to. Our chat is way over on my other monitor for some reason. You never know with Magic Online. Come on, chat. There you go. This hand. We got a Serum Vision, so I guess this is fine. Got a good idea for the first Kaladesh Against the Odds. I do! I'm excited. We have an Against the Odds coming out tomorrow. Of course. Tomorrow is Mael's area. So that one's coming out tomorrow. It's pretty sweet. And then next week, since we'll have Kaladesh, will be no voting. I'm grabbing the reins and doing a special episode for the first week of Kaladesh, and hopefully it's awesome. Am I coming out with an article going over the numerous moto changes? Maybe. I think I will end up writing about it. I've kind of been waiting to see how it plays out and also to compose myself so I don't just write a rant, because that probably wouldn't be beneficial. Commander Clash is a once a week thing. I think we keep both of these. We want the extra turn spell. We want the land. Yeah, we'll keep both of these. This is fine. We need to get this dictate down. Can we release videos an hour or two earlier? I will have to see about that, maybe. Yeah, Commander Clash is once a week. So it comes out Friday night / Saturday morning, depending on how prompt Tomer is with getting it edited and where you live. Is it Etherflux Reservoir? I can't tell you what our first against the odds is. That would be spoiling the fun. We'll just play Sulphur Falls. Pass the turn. Is this someone that's watching, you think? Blue-black? What is our opponent even playing? Whoa! Oh, no! Oh, no! Whoa! No! Oh, we just got zombie hunted. Oh, no! Oh, okay. Oh, I think we're in trouble. It's gonna be tricky to beat down with Snapcaster through this. So our opponent, oh, we can't even win. So next turn they make zombies. The turn after that we can combo off. Alright, I guess we just play Fountain and pass. Well, we got sideboard cards that could help. I don't know if I've ever ran into anyone except me playing this deck in the actual queues. Oh, treasure hunt again. Oh, they got 15 cards left. There's zombie infestation. Oh, I don't know if we can win from here. I don't know if we can. There's the infestation. So we gotta run. I think we're a turn too slow. Run out Dictate of Crewfix. We need to hit a miracle off the top of our deck. Wow! We got him! Oh, Lord! We got him! Now we might be able to win. Oh, the one card that would let us live here. Wow! Oh, okay. Oh, sweet. Wow, I can't believe we hit that. So now we actually sort of have a chance. It's still going to be challenging to win with Snapcaster. So we draw a card. Ooh, Days Undoing is actually... I don't know if that's going to help. So we play Flooded Strand. Pass the turn. Yeah, that was an actual miracle. Underground, thank you for the follow. I didn't know what our opponent was playing. I didn't know we were going to get treasure hunted. If I had known, then I probably would have. So now we just got to draw lands and chain everything together here. There's a land. And a Dictate. So play the island, crack our Flooded Strand. Snapcaster beats are going to be tricky through these zombies. Let's get the island. Play a Time Warp, taking an extra turn. So this is still going to take some luck here. Come on, deck. We draw an island and a Snapcaster. So play the island and Time Warp. Pass the turn. Oh, Lightning Bolt. Oh, no! Oh, we fizzled. They can make way more zombies than we can kill. Oh dear. We needed another land. I guess we can Days Undoing? Does that even help us? Maybe if our opponent's F6'd. Whoa! Okay. Oh, we got him! We got him! Oh, our opponent could have made zombies in response, but they didn't. Kevin Moo, thank you for the follow. The old F6 trick. Well, let's play another dictate. We should not be winning this game. This is gonna be a moto win if it happens. We get to draw extra cards. Oh, what a weird matchup. Zidane, thank you for the follow. All right, our opponent said they got distracted, so let's Serum Visions set up next turn. Ooh, that is a Temporal Mastery. So land to the bottom, Temporal Mastery to the top, suspend Ancestral. Gaia Reach Sanitarium lets us do the Miracles trick of triggering our miracles on our opponent's turn. Oh, what's up, Dark Horse? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Yes, never F... I just don't F6. That's why I time out on occasion. Ancestral ticks down. We get to Miracle our Temporal Mastery. Draw some extra cards. I think we win now, most likely. So, Miracle, Temporal Mastery. Draw a card. Ooh, another Time Warp. Play a land. We still don't really have a finisher. But we might as well Time Warp here since we have the mana. So we have 2 extra turns in a row. Maybe it was old Ghost Loss. Serum Visions. I've gotten some good boxes in a row, so I can't be too upset. I guess we keep both of these. And then play another Dictate. We might as well loot. Everything about this deck looks weird. We're going to discard a Remand because it's going to be completely dead. We're still going to have a hard time. We're still going to have a hard time winning with Snapcaster through our opponent's zombies. There's a zombie. 7 cards in hand. 5 cards in hand. I guess we just got to snap bolt our way to victory. Maybe that's our plan. We have enough Snapcasters and Lightning Bolts that we should be able to do it. So I guess we're just like this weird turbo turns burn deck now. I think we gotta bolt the phase. I don't think we can deck them because we're drawing like 3 extra cards a turn. So let's bolt our opponent's face. Yeah, this deck is so weird. Alright, so Ancestral ticks down. We draw 3 cards with Dictate. Land, another Ancestral, and Snapcaster. So suspend to Ancestral. Time Warp. Oh, some more of the Esper Brains gift deck? Possibly. I still have the cards for it, so we could possibly do that. So we get another extra turn. Might as well crack this this Flooded Strand. I think we actually want our Snapcaster to die so we can get it back when we Days Undoing. So let's get the Lightning Bolt. We can tap him down eventually. Lightning bolt our opponent's face. Down to 14. We have another turn. We also get Ancestral, so we're going to draw a ton of cards now. Ancestral comes down. Kaladesh releases on Magic Online tomorrow. So we're going to do some pre-release Kaladesh tomorrow. And then next week, all the video series will have Kaladesh cards. So Sulfur Falls. Oh, do we not have extra turn spells? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to Snapcaster. Flashback our Time Warp. I think we got this. Yeah, we might play some other decks too. We can Giga Douse the zombies, but we still got to keep taking extra turns. Just Giga Drousing zombies doesn't win us the game yet. So take an extra turn. Bolt our opponent down to 11. Oh, and our opponent scoops it up. Wow, the old Magic Online kill. Well, Spell Pierce and Cryptics and Disrupting Shoals seem very important. Vendilion Click is, I guess, better than some other things. What do we go down here? Gigadrouse. Gigadrouse. Maybe we want Gigadrouse. My LGS is doing a Kaladesh block constructed on Friday. Made this green-red energy deck. What's up, Munix? Thing in the Ice. I don't know if we need Thing in the Ice. Oh, the energy deck looks solid. I like it. That looks like it could be a standard deck. Very solid. I think that'll work. You think Thing in the Ice seems good? Our opponent's playing Zombie Hunt. Z-Rash, thank you for the follow. Pyroclasm is good. We still gotta cut things, though. What do we cut? Maybe, oh, Cryptic is fine, too. I don't think it's actually new music, unfortunately. It's really hard to find music for the stream. God, thank you for the follow. Alright, I'll bring in Thing in the Ice. What are we going down? I guess we can't bring in Cryptics then. Maybe they're just too slow, or Vendilion Click. Remand probably isn't that great. They're just going to recast their spell. So go down Remands and try it like that, I think. I don't think we have enough lands to support 67 cards. 62 is one thing. 67 is, that's a lot more. We're waiting. We've been getting like, we've broke 1,000 some nights, and we still are not subbed. Oh, punished by colorless lands. Thank you for the follows, everyone. Oh, Wobble, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We are playing against Zombie Hunt somehow. Oh, more colorless. I think we keep this just because we can Disrupting Shoal their treasure hunt and then we win. Because then that deck just does nothing. So I think just Disrupting Shoal all by itself wins us this game. Unless they randomly have 2 treasure hunts, which is very unlikely. The Chris Robbins, thank you for the follow. The Force of Will of Modern. Munix, I will get right on that. Winning a Commander Clash is on my to-do list. I think I've won one. I don't know how long ago that was. Oh, thank you, everyone. So many follows tonight. T. Goodland, someone else. Actually, I did win the last one. Yeah, the Uber Ninja, we've been denied a couple of times. Sorry, opponent. Good game. Well played. Jork V, thank you for the follow. Thank you, everyone, for the first-time views. Z Arrow. So hopefully this is our lucky time. We've applied a couple times before, didn't get it for whatever reason. Yeah, we're up against Zombie Hunt. But hopefully this is the time. I got a good feeling about this one. Ida, thank you for the follow. Oh, boy. Our opponent really did have two of them. Oh, alright. There it is. So they're going to make some zombies. I would rather have fun than win. That is true. But when winning happens, I'm not going to complain. Oh, these colorless lands. We did win game 1. Wow, so many follows, I can't even keep up with them all. But thank you, everyone, for all the follows. I very much appreciate it. We're closing in on 10,000 followers on here. Thanks to all of you. Yeah, I like both Seiju in Zombie Hunt as well. I know the emotes will be awesome. I don't know what they'll be yet, but... Oh, okay. Maybe that's it. I don't know, but thank you, T. Goodland, for the follow. No, I actually don't think I did win with zombies, did I? Or with goblins. I've been running the numbers and starting to think that standard is getting too expensive for a hobby. Figure to drop a minimum of 300% that comes out. They come out every 4 months. That's 900 a year, and the card's only good for 1.5 years. Is there a point where it's too much too fast? The expense of standard is a real concern. That is very true. Although, there's a lot of competing forces. Oh, no. There's a lot of competing forces right now, and it's hard to know what's going to win out. Well, there's an island. Man, literally, it's just been the biggest string of followers of all time. So, thank you, everyone. Oh, yeah, I did win with... You're right. I'm so used to getting ahead and then somehow losing that for some reason I was thinking I lost that one. We're pretty close to being dead to these zombies if we don't draw something. That's right. So it was Cirque Fire Marshal, of all things. Oh, that was the game that ended up being like Two-Headed Giant almost, because Richard and Tomer decided to team up. So Dictate, hopefully this draws us something sweet. Well, thank you, Wild Sage. I appreciate the kind words. We do get Ancestral, which increases our odds. Oh, we need a land here. Oh, no! Alright. I think that means, well, we can draw. If we draw a red source, we can Pyroclasm. Well, that's that. Dredge is sweet. I think it was Richard and Tomer that teamed up, and me and Tom were just trying to defend ourselves. Do you think you might have partnership by the end of the month? Want to spend my Twitch Prime credit on you? Well, the Squid Labs, we applied, and we will hopefully hear back this week. So one way or another, we should know this week. What do I think about the new Frontier format? It's interesting, and I could imagine some... Zero lands. I can imagine some... Zero lands again! Are we really going to lose to Zombie Hunt on stream? So I think that the new format is neat, and I like the idea of it, but it doesn't really appeal to me that much as a player. The card pool just isn't that big. Zigzag, thank you for the follow. So that's the part I don't like. But I think it could serve a role for new players. Yeah, 22 lands. Well, let's see if our opponent treasure hunts us. I guess we're just going to get a red source and Thing in the Ice. Maybe multiple exhaustions can get us there. Yeah, Blistering Rage is really fun on Magic Online. You hope they ban fetches in Frontier. That would give the format a unique feel. Penny Dreadful, I think, updates with each set release. Wow! Our opponent got the old one card. One card off Treasure Hunt. Not that it matters because we can't cast anything. Yeah, so hopefully we will find out this week, hopefully, about being subbed. Hopefully it works. Wow, our opponent has gotten very unlucky, actually. 2 treasure hunts, and they only drew like 5 cards. Usually draw like 15 each, and sometimes way more than that. Ooh, alright. Temporal Mastery is going to get a counter off of our Thing in the Ice. That's about it, but... Penny Dreadful I haven't played yet, but it sounds cool. So we take an extra turn. A land would be fine. For exhaustion, I would be super fine. Oh, more time warps. Alright, pass the turn. I don't even know what F does. So with the Frontier format, Frontier is a format that some of the Japanese stores have started that is from M15 to present, and it's supposed to be like a new Modern. And I like the idea to some extent. What I don't like is that the length is just not there. I would rather see it start at like Shards of Alara, the first Mythic set, or maybe Zendikar. Like, it needs more sets to it. Yeah, we are getting wrecked by Zombie Hunt. I mean, we got a chance. If we draw a cheap instant or sorcery, we can bounce all the zombies, and then we probably win. So our opponent's not going to be able to put them back. Actually, we might just naturally win, thanks to this exhaustion. Fairy Conclave. So our opponent attacks with everything, then we just exhaustion. Yeah, I think we actually just win, surprisingly enough. Drop to 7. Oh, we drew the land anyway. Alright, so we get to exhaustion our opponent. They don't get to untap. Pass the turn. Yeah, I think we're good now. If you have a problem with the video, sometimes if you set the quality options up, if that's possible, if you set it on source, people have said they have had less problems with it. So the gear icon, hopefully that helps. So our opponent passes. We're not going to crack Flooded Strand. Now let's suspend Ancestral Visions. Pass the turn. Supplementary products would be a neat addition. I wish we had supplementary products in Modern. What's my... yeah, I mean, I could have flipped and gotten damage, but I wanted to wait. I think it's better to wait. We already had a free turn there, so... So now we just bolt our opponent. Flip our Thing in the Ice. Bounce. These aren't zombie horrors, right? Just zombies. This deck 5-0'd a League on Magic Online recently. I think a player named Lee J built it. No, Berserk. Oh, you all are Berserk. We do not need Berserk in Modern. We need less good pump spells in Modern, if anything. Now I think we actually can just win. So Flooded Strand, crack it. I guess our opponent can block once. Well, we get to get in with Awoken Horror. Put our opponent down to 11. Play a Time Warp. Ooh, Prohibit would be a sweet one. Infect is not... I mentioned that today on Twitter. I think my overall record with Against the Odds decks against Infect is probably like 0 for 40 matches or something. It's ridiculous. I never beat Infect. Never, ever, ever. So let's attack with our Awoken Horror. Yeah, we should have this here. Opponent's gonna make the zombie to play some defense. So opponent blocks. And we take another turn. No, price of progress. All the cards that you people are mentioning are the cards that I least want in Modern. Oh, and a Snapcaster doesn't quite win us the game here, but we get in. And then we Exhaustion. Pass the turn. Do we have a Bolt? We do. All right. So now we got it. Our opponent can make a zombie, but we can Snapcaster Bolt the zombie. What's up? Hensiating Dream. Ancestral. Oh, we get Ancestral too. That helps. Do we... Another Snapcaster. Alright, let's just win. So, attack with Awoken Horror. Opponent's gonna make a zombie. I assume. There's a zombie. Then we Snapcaster the Bolt. And that does it! Wasteland and Sinkhole, I would kind of be on board with. I don't know if that's really a good idea, but those are cards that I would be more accepting of. Especially Wasteland. I think both might be alright, though. Hymn to Turak, ooh. Hymn to Turak, I think just makes... I don't know about Hymn to Turak. 8 rack is already decent, and that might make it too good. I don't think we're actually going to draft, because we drafted last stream, and we're going to draft or play Limited tomorrow. Would I ever try viewer-submitted decks on stream? I have a Sultai control list. I've been working on a Modern for a while now. I love to see it played with someone better than me. Sorry for the spam, just curious. Oh, Strip Mine? Snarfgasm. I don't know about Strip Mine. I mean, maybe. If they won't even put in Wasteland, though, I would consider playing other people's decks on stream. That's definitely a possibility. I like the idea of a lot of supplemental product cards in Modern, but there are definitely some exceptions. If I could only play and master one deck for the rest of my life, what would it be? Probably some sort of Storm deck. I think a Storm deck is a deck that it would take a long time to master. I don't know if I would have the most fun playing it, but I think that it would keep me busy for a while. Harness the Storm? I don't know about Harness the Storm in specific. So, since there's no leagues tonight, we probably will play a couple different decks. We might play a couple matches with the Grixis Brain deck. Yeah, Doomsday's a good one. My favorite tier Modern deck. I don't know if I like any of the tier decks. Not the tier 1 decks, at least. I like various control decks. Blue-white, control, things like that. Exhaustion. I think we put both of these to the bottom for now. Pass the turn. Oh, Crucible of the Spirit Dragon. I should probably update that, but a long time ago, I never really speculated on Magic cards. That was never really my thing, even though I was involved in Magic finance. I was always someone who bought collections and stuff, so I decided I'm going to try this speculation thing. So I bought Crucible of the Spirit Dragon, because I had a theory that it would get better once more dragons were released in Dragons of Tarkir. So I bought like 40 copies or something. And then, of course, they printed Haven of the Spirit Dragon, which was essentially just a strictly better version of Crucible of the Spirit Dragon. And I still have them all. It's a good reminder of why I don't speculate on Magic cards. I would play Bant Eldrazi. Primal Surge, we actually played that on stream a little bit. It's kind of still a work in progress, but I can probably ship along the list at some point. Let's just Serum Visions. Bottom. And bottom. Play an island, pass the turn. Oh, thank you, Stitches. I'm glad I helped you get through work. Could I play Pilly Pala tonight? Maybe we can do a game with that. Perhaps. Tassiger, getting in. Bombat Courier? Yeah. The card saw more play on week 1 than I expected, that's for sure. Now we get a Sulfur Falls. We're just going to die to this Tassiger if we're not careful. Alright, let's pass the turn. We might just tap the Tassiger, as weird as that sounds. Oh, it seems so early for tapping. How about Twitch drafts for me? How would that work? Like, you all just pick the cards? Do I think Stoneforge could be unbanned in Modern because turn 3 Batterskull is just as good as turn 3 Thought Knot? I think that it's one of the cards that's closer to being able to be unbanned in Modern, but I don't really expect it to be unbanned in Modern. Yes, Days Undoing would stop the you lose the game effect if we are able to do it at instant speed. So we'd have to have a way to play it at instant speed. Myers, thank you for the follow. Now we get a Time Warp and a Days Undoing. Well, I think we just pass the turn, try to tap our opponent out, and then combo off next turn. So opponent gets to draw from Dictate. I actually worked on a list of the cards I thought were closest to being unbannable at one point, and let's see, we got to replicate 4 times? Yeah. So replicate this a bunch of times. Tap Tassiger. Tap all of our opponent's lands. Hopefully we did this right. I think so. Maybe. Alright, target everything. Notion Thief, Days Undo, and Quicken. That would do it. I don't expect to see Thought Not banned in Modern at this point. I would be surprised. Alright, our opponent counters and bolts. Did they counter the one on Tassiger? Alright, so our opponent's going to put us to 1. So this is pretty much it. If we're going to win, we got to win this turn. We do have our opponent tapped out. Ancestral Visions is solid. So Gaia Reach Sanitarium. Suspend Ancestral Visions. This is it. Can we combo off? Take an extra turn. We get to draw an extra card. Lightning Bolt and Snapcaster. That's not great. Well, I think we have to wait now, and we have to just exhaustion our opponent and pass the turn. Oh, treasure chests. That's going to be interesting. Opponent gets to draw an extra card. We're mostly worried about, like, land that they can bolt us with at instant speed could potentially get us. Alright, opponent passes, so we get to loot. Wow. Wow, I think we might actually be able to pull it off from here and win. We'll discard one of the Day's Undoings. We do need to draw a land here, though, to flashback our Time Warp, or we could be in trouble. There's a land. Alright, so... Snapcaster Mage. Flashback Time Warp. Yeah, I can probably change. I think we might try the Braden and the Jar deck next match. Oh, thank you, Professor PhD. Yeah, if we win... Yo! I'm so distracted by all of you. No, I didn't. They beat us. Gut shot. We got gut shot while we weren't looking. Why can that even target other... Why can that even target the other player? What world is this? No, that's not what happened. It was a Magic Online bug. I swear it was a Magic Online bug. Stan the man. We usually stream every Tuesday and Thursday, but this week we're doing Tuesday and Wednesday thanks to... You didn't see that? No, you didn't. I swear. What? Yeah, something went very wrong there. Oh, MTG Tales, thanks for hanging out. Oh, highlight. Why is it whenever I do something absolutely horrible, it's got to be highlighted? Oh, yeah, that was more than a pun. I agree. All right, so what are we up? What are we up against? Oh no! I swear it was a moto bug. I didn't try to do that. Oh. I was thinking about our conversation about what deck we were gonna play, what deck we were gonna play next, and I'm just so used to targeting. I don't even know. I don't know if I thought I clicked exhaustion or what, but we should probably sideboard and try to win this. Try to win this next round, next game. I may have just given our opponent an extra turn with our Time Warp when we were in the middle of comboing off. Oh, jeez. Why does all that stuff happen on stream? Oh, sorry for the F-bomb. Goifs and lilies in the chess. Possibly. I mean, they will be in the chest, I believe. They have the list of cards that are in the chest, but the odds of opening them are pretty small. Alright. Let's just Steam Vents tapped. Pass the turn. The list of cards is listed on the Wizard site. Polluted Delta for our opponent. Well, let's suspend Ancestral. Play Radiant Fountain. Pass the turn. That might have been the biggest punt of all time. Yeah, Time Warp is targeted. See, I was doing that so as a learning experience. This week's Brewers Minute, we talk about how Time Warp is actually a targeted effect, and why you might actually want to target your opponent with it. Opponent Thought Scours. Here comes Tassiger, I'm sure. Oh, goodness. This deck. It's going to be interesting to see what the impact of all these Magic Online changes are. I'm very curious. Let's keep both of these. Temporal Mastery on top. Play Minamu. And pass the turn. We won the first one against Zombie Hunt. There's no leagues available on Magic Online tonight, so we're kind of freelancing it. So we're probably going to play a couple different decks, have time to play some Momir. Then tomorrow, Kaladesh release events. Is what better than Blue White? This? Maybe? 5-0 to League. Should let the opponent draw 3 with Ancestral. I think we should probably not do that. We learned our lesson. Alright, Ancestral, taking down. We get to attempt to Miracle, our Temporal Mastery. See if it gets countered. Ooh, alright. Resolves. So, Flooded Strand. How long until we get our Ancestral? 2 turns? Alright. So, pass the turn. We're going to draw our Serum Visions here. I mean, there's been a lot of price drops on cards right now, but I think some of that is just people panic selling. What was your question, 1410285? I didn't see your question. So, Serum Visions. Do we want these? Alright, let's pass the turn. Hopefully next turn we can combo off and win. How expensive does everyone think Smuggler's Copter is going to get? It's already been getting pretty expensive. It'll be interesting to see how high it can get. I would be surprised if it got much past $15, $20, maybe $20. I guess it could go up more in the short term, but have I considered making my own stream? Would be down watching me play other games. Interesting. I technically have my own Twitch. I don't use it very often, but I do technically have one. Cottonwoods. Goldfish Screw got me back into Magic. Nice Mind's Eye from pre-release. Congratulations. Do I think Dredge will emerge as a good deck this standard? It did pretty well this past weekend, so I think there's a chance. Can you respond to revealing cards off ad nauseum? Once it starts revealing, it goes all the way through, I think. There's no stopping it in between or doing anything while it's happening. Should I sell my 40k lines on 40k cards online now because Wizards clearly wants to dump MTGO for their new Magic Digital? That is a really hard question. I wish I had a better answer for that question. Basically, I don't know. I can't really tell you 100% either way. I tend to think that this huge decrease that we saw this week is based on people panic selling more than a real issue. But it does seem like Wizards wants to move towards Magic Digital next, a new client that's more like Hearthstone. So over the long term, I think that could be a concern. I have a big collection. I have the ability to borrow cards, which is nice, but I also have a fairly big collection of my own. And I don't think I'm going to sell away my collection, but I might sell it down a little bit. So like I might have, I don't know what the math is, but X amount of dollars that I have right now, I might try to minimize that a little bit. So if it's $5,000 right now, sell down half of that or something. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about personally. I still want to have a Magic Online collection, and I don't think it's worth just getting rid of it altogether. But I also don't want to end up losing several $1,000s based on this. I knew our opponent was gonna counter it. Just leveled him. Oh. Oh, that was so good. Our that was that was some next level plays right there. Our opponent, we tricked him. We tricked them into using a counter spell. See that next level play? We knew they had a counter in their hand. We had to get it out of their hand. So we got it out of their hand by targeting them with a time warp. Oh. Opponent plays a Snapcaster Mage for a counter Squall. Well, we might be okay-ish, assuming our opponent doesn't have a bolt or anything. Here's the counter Squall, so now we remand the counter Squall. Oh, God. Alright. Well, that that didn't go too good. Oh, we got that. That was a good job of getting the counter spell out of their hand. You have to give me that. Maybe that wasn't the ideal way to do it, but... Oh, what a crazy situation. Alright, we got to do this one more time, and then we'll try the Esper Gifts Brains after that. But this time we're gonna do it one more time, and I'm not going to target our opponent with any time warps. I promise I'm not going to, no matter how badly I want to, no matter how many counters they might have in their hand. So I don't think that... And also, I am in a weird situation with Moto because I now have the ability to borrow cards. So having a big collection is less necessary. Like, I can still stream and make videos and play decks even if I sold off a lot of my expensive cards. But that's not everyone, or hardly anyone, is in that situation. So my situation is unique because of that, which I think makes it harder for me to give advice. For me, I can think, well, I have a bunch of cards that I only use infrequently, so I'm probably okay to sell them off because I can always borrow them if I need to. But if it was a year ago and I didn't have that ability, I would very likely just hold on to my cards because I would need them to play Magic and make videos. So, do I play paper Magic? Not super frequently, but on occasion. Do I ever practice decks before getting on stream? Not super frequently, but on occasion. I can borrow cards from Card Hoarder for making videos and streaming. So I target myself with Exhaustion, target our opponent with Time Warp. We actually did a Stuffy Doll against the odds. It was a long time ago, but we did. It was, some sort of Helion. I can't remember the name of it, but it can deal like X damage to a creature and X damage to you, and it has Echo. And we would get Pariah on Stuffy Doll. We tried to do like 2,000 damage to someone. The main reason I don't play that much in paper is I live in kind of the middle of nowhere and don't really have great local gaming stores around. So that's one of the big reasons. Probably the biggest one. The other reason is a lot of the people that I used to play Magic with have since moved away and aren't really around anymore. So it's a little less... I don't have as many places to play in paper, essentially, for multiple reasons. Not only are the local game stores not really all that exciting for me, the ones that are around me. But my friends where I used to play at their house are also not around, so the double whammy as far as paper Magic. New set is not yet on Magic Online. Comes out tomorrow, so we're going to do some pre-release events tomorrow for stream in place of the Thursday stream. So Magic Digital Next is more something that's been rumored at this point. Like, they've mentioned that this is something that they are going to do in the long run, and there's been some little hints about it, but we really don't know hardly anything about it. People are speculating that it's something that could replace Magic Online, but I don't even know if that's been confirmed, or if it's something that would replace, like, Duels of the Planeswalker, essentially. So we just really don't know hardly anything about Magic Digital Next at this point. Do I play much Commander against random people? Do I think it's worthwhile if you don't have a playgroup on Magic Online? So, personally, about 99% of the Commander I play is on Commander Clash. But you can definitely get games without having a playgroup on Magic Online very easily. I know Tom that does Commander Clash with us. Like, that's what he does. He streams Commander, 4-player Commander games, and I've watched his stream a few times, and he gets into games pretty quickly and easily, so it's not hard at all to find Commander games if that's something that you're interested in. What do I think of X-Mage? So I don't like the fact that it's the murky as far as the legalities of it. I mean, I don't think you'll get in trouble for playing it, but I couldn't imagine streaming it or making content with it or anything like that. So I don't like that aspect of it, and when I've played some of those things in the past, and this may have changed because this was in kind of the semi-distant past, but my impression was people quit games a lot. People did not understand the rules because there was no rule engine. An example would be, I remember a game where an opponent went to Inquisition of Kozilek, and I cast a remand on the... Or no, it was the other way. I'm sorry. So I cast an Inquisition of Kozilek. My opponent remanded my Inquisition of Kozilek, and then I just immediately recast the Inquisition of Kozilek, and the opponent freaked out and said, you can't do that, you can't cast a spell that was remanded in the same turn, which would make remand insane if it was like Reflector Mage, but you can't do that, that's not how it works, quit the game, and like said a whole bunch of horrible things. So that's kind of my impression of those unsupported things. And like I said, that was a long time ago, so that might be a very wrong impression of where they're at now, but that's my kind of feelings on them at this point. When will budget start for the new standard? Next week. So everything shifts over. We get pre-release. Yeah, man, if Remand really worked like that, it would be insane. If it was like Reflector Mage and you couldn't recast it till the next turn. Is this Timely just gain... Timely do nothing? We have seen some of the funniest things in the entire... I've never seen so many crazy things happen in one league. MTG Radio is Tom's Twitch. What is going on in this league? What's the most fun budget modern deck? Oh, I've enjoyed a lot of them. I like ones more like the Knowledge Pool that are kind of janky. The Aura Swap one was pretty fun. For me, I really like janky decks. They're not necessarily the best for tournaments, but... Opponent plays a land. Well, we're kind of getting close to being able to combo off. I think we go for it. Let's just exhaustion our opponent again. Then we can flash in Dictate, and then hopefully we can counter off next time. Yeah, there's been a lot of punts tonight from all around. Oh, man, thanks for the follow, Aquilus. Targeting the opponent with the extra turn spell only to have them counter it was Maybe one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Am I going to build a module deck for standard? Possibly. Do I do user-submitted decks? On occasion. You can definitely email them to me, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. They may or may not end up being on stream, but I definitely will look at it. Can I help you with my modern deck? Nihilege. Oh, Willy Thoctor. I like Willy Thoctor. So big for its mana cost. Actually looks pretty solid, other than a little scared of only having 24 hittable creatures for Collected Company. That's a little scary, but probably alright. Well, I'm glad you like the puns, Speedo Pig. It's always exciting. You never know what'll happen when you come to the stream. See, I just tried to click myself with Temporal Mastery, even though it's unnecessary, just to make sure. Jarth, thank you for the follow. I asked Gabby Sparts on Twitch about Treasure Chest. She said she couldn't say about it, but it was... but the worth of each one would be around $2 an average. What do I think? I don't know, because she's a Wizards official. So, I'm pretty sure that the reason she couldn't really say much is because she's attached to Wizard. I would be very surprised if she didn't have to sign some sort of non-disclosure agreement or something. So, I'm not surprised that she couldn't really comment on it. As far as the value, since they've released more information today, it's been calculated in a few different places, and it seems like the value is not going to be horrible. The value right now is probably a little bit over 2 ticks. There's some big questions over what it will be in the future, though, how much prices will crash. And the biggest issue is going to be there's going to be a ton of variance. Like the EV looks fine as far as how much just value you can expect to get back. But there's going to be a lot of treasure chests that give you 0, which is a real concern. So it's going to be possible essentially to like 5-0 a league, open 8 treasure chests, and get nothing for it, more or less. So, but it is true that 2 or a little bit over 2 ticks does look to be the average right now. Wall of Omens for our opponent. Grizzlebrand, I think, could be a target for a ban. I think the only thing that keeps it from getting banned is it just hasn't put up consistent results. Like, it's very inconsistent. When it does its thing, it's insane. But it doesn't do its thing as consistently as, like, Amulet Bloom or one of those type of decks. Can you put some Knights of the Reliquary at Gavany Township in a Ghost Quarter? Good suggestions. Knight of the Reliquary would also be more hittable targets for Collected Company. Alright, 1, 2, 3... Alright, now we're in combo mode. So we get to Dictate, another Dictate. Follow that up by an extra turn spell. Targeting us. I don't think it's not good. I think it's just not consistent enough to be banned. It could end up being super consistent and getting better, but as of right now, I don't see it as consistent enough to get banned. Ugh. Alright, well, let's loot. That wasn't very good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, well, we managed to hit an extra turn spell, which means we get to keep going. So play the island. Temporal Mastery does not target, so no punt opportunities on this one. And now we get 3 more draws, so hopefully... Oh, I love Cruel Ultimatum. Ever try super cheesy stuff like Barren Glory and Modern? That is essentially what Against the Odds is. So on a weekly basis, I don't think we've ever actually played Barren Glory itself, though, for some reason. Well, let's Exhaustion our opponent. Play a land, and I think we're just going to fire off our Days Undoing. Actually, yeah, let's just fire off Days Undoing. Our opponent's already tapped out for next turn, so pretty low risk. And now I think we got it. What are we talking about? Cavern of Souls? Opponent Inquisitions. Well, let's just remand Inquisition. Not that it really matters that much, but... Bloodstained Mire. Craig's Bloodstained Mire. We're fine with just cycling these remands, because we're going to win, so we might as well cycle them and hope we draw something good. Yeah, Lantern Control does not really play Magic. That is very true. Remand, remand. Another Temporal Mastery. I think we're going to win here. Whoa! Oh, okay. This is Mardu Nahiri. Opponent discards an Emrakul, the Eon's Torn. I swear I'm going to play Lantern Control at some point. I still haven't done it, but it seems like something I would like playing. It's my kind of making people miserable. Alright, we get to draw some cards. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Temporal Mastery. Take an extra turn. And our opponent scoops it up. Alright, that went pretty well. Yeah, Remand does stop Inquisition if you have enough of them. Would I ever build around Vraska for Against the Odds, maybe? We are a Snapcaster beatdown deck. That is true. Blood Moon and Bridge is an easy way to sell me on a deck. It doesn't have to have much more than Blood Moon and Bridge, and I'm all in for it. Yeah, we basically just Snapcaster, hopefully attack, also flashback our lightning bolts, and win that way. Yeah, that about sums it up. Snapcasters and bolts. So Mardu Nahiri, and then we're gonna play, some of the Brain in the Jar next, I think. I'm gonna play Free Win Red, but I'm kind of waiting to play it with, at least to test out the new Chandra. I don't know if it'll end up being good enough, but I want to test it. And then, yeah, so we'll probably play some Brain in the Jar. And then possibly Donghurt. Thank you for the follow. Possibly some Momir to close things out tonight. Yeah, Lantern typically wins by milling. Part the Water Veil could work. It would probably even be good. We might need Cryptics. What do we just not want against this deck? I'm really unsure of how to sideboard with this deck. Cryptics. Is that it, I guess? Yeah, let's try that. Well, if you're looking for a way to support the YouTube channel and the stream, the best thing to do at the moment is pick up a playmat or a t-shirt or any of that sweet stuff. So yeah, there's a link right there. So that goes directly to support the YouTube channel, the site. So that's the best way to do it. Also, there's a link below. Sign up for premium on MTG Goldfish. I think it's like $6 a month. You get all these collection management tools that are actually really helpful. Some deck building tools. And that goes directly to support the things like Commander Clash as well. My email is saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. Have we gotten Goldfish sleeves yet? We have not. But the new merch that I've been talking about, I think is about ready to be released. I don't know if it's going to happen tonight. I'm guessing tomorrow now, since I haven't seen anything about it. But it is right at the point of being released. So I'm excited for that. It is sweet. And something people have asked about a long time, I think is actually going to happen. We can ship internationally. So I think, and this could change, but I think it might be possible that that the goldfish may be getting a name, which is something all of you have asked about numerous times, so don't quote me on that. Anything can happen, but it's possible. Captain Coder, thank you for the follow. Ancestral, ticking down. Let's just Serum Visions. Probably don't need the Bolt here. I don't even know if we need Exhaustion. Flooded Strand, goo. Mana Tithe does get me. Oh, Mana Tithe. What card makes me tilt the most? It's probably something from Infact, actually. I don't know which card it would be. Blighted Agent? Maybe Lava Spike? I like Mana Tithe. I hate getting got by Mana Tithe, because that's just not a... Ooh, okay. Well, I guess we're going to cast that. Crack our Flooded Strand. Get a... Blazing Shoal isn't even really around anymore, so probably not that one. Temporal Mastery. Not the greatest extra turn, but we'll take it. Play Sulphur Falls. What's my favorite card to make others tilt? Oh, probably Blood Moon. Or Ensnaring Bridge. Stasis also, but I don't get to play it much because it's only in Legacy. But those are a few that I really like to get people with. I think we're going to leave up Remand rather than upkeep a Dictate. Oh, Runeboggle is too. That is at the very top of my list, except I only get to play that really in Ravnica Limited. I would put Runeboggle on the Against the Odds poll, but I don't think anyone would vote for it. It's just not that flashy of a card. But for some reason, the 3-mana Force Spike, that lets you draw a card, but there's nothing more satisfying than getting someone with a Runeboggle. There's definitely tons of games of Limited that I lost, but felt like I won because I Runeboggled some meaningless card. Ooh, interesting. Well, we might as well run the Dictate out there just in case they're going to name it. They probably name Time Warp. Something like that. MTG Goldfish is my full-time job. And what an awesome job it is. I love it. Super lucky. Slipaz, thank you for the follow. Against the Odds Mana Tithe. Just all Mana Tithes. That would actually be really funny if it was just all Mana Tithes. Yeah, I wish we had more unfun effects in Standard, but based on the feedback... What's up? It's Jackie. Jackal? It's a Jackal. Hey, thank you, Doom David. I definitely appreciate the support. Enjoy the t-shirt. Awesome, awesome, awesome. But based on the feedback from new players, a lot of people, they don't enjoy Blood Moons and Wastelands and cards like that. So I understand why they're not in Standard. Magic has changed a lot. Like, it is a very different game. What card is it when I was shouting the jank is real? That might have been Mana Tithe. That sounds like Mana Tithe. Thank you for the follow, someone whose name I missed. I think it was Mana Tithe with the jank is real. Although I think I've shouted that several times. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with people wanting to actually cast their spells. Come on. Grow up, enjoy not doing anything. The psychology of it is just the funny part, so. Can I explain a little about how to balance building jank while keeping it semi-competitive? Oh, man. I don't even know if I can describe it. I think I'd actually have to think about that. I would actually have to think about that question and try to come up with a reasonable answer, because I don't know. Ooh, Sky Council and Foil Nissa in the same pack. Either Vile and Chandra? Awesome. That's a score. Yeah, the blue-red energy deck looks really sweet. Junko Sideswipes. I can't wait for Kaladesh to release on Magic Online. I'm super excited for it. There's a lot of budget Magic decks I want to play. There's a lot of against the odds stuff I want to do. There's just so much stuff that I want to do, and we finally get to start doing it tomorrow, sort of. Streaming the pre-release events at least. So it's going to be sweet. Let's Flooded Strand, crack Flooded Strand, get an island. Serum Visions, pretty much just setting up for the future. Radiant Fountain to the bottom, Dictate to the top. And pass the turn. I feel like we're in good shape. The deck takes a whole bunch of turns and then usually wins by bolts and Snapcaster Mages. Our opponent got rid of all of our Time Warps with the Slaughter Games. The secret to budget Magic, or to against odds and building jank, is Blood Moon. Blood Moons, Ensnaring Bridges. No, I mean, the challenge with Modern really is, and someday I'm going to do like a Brewer's Minute about this or something. Some people have talked about, oh, you play a lot of Blood Moons and so forth, and partly I do that because I really like Blood Moon, and I like Ensnaring Bridge, and those are just, I enjoy that style of Magic, but it's partly because when we're trying to win in a janky way on like turn 8 or 10, in Modern, you got to have a way to slow things down. There's just no way around that, unfortunately. Let's Flooded Strand, pass the turn. Renegade Freighter is a great bomb, a common. Well, I will keep that in mind while we're playing Limited tomorrow for the stream. Yeah, Blood Moon is pretty sweet. Given my optimism and overflowing love of jank, do you consider myself to be the Randy Bueller of jank? I guess I could see that comparison. I really like Randy Bueller because of his enthusiasm. What's up, Sethro Jenkins? Welcome to the stream. Grim Lavamancer. Not too threatening. We probably are just going to flash in double Dictate, hopefully, and then combo off from there. Ooh, Randy Bueller on Commander Clash. So yes. Change to the stream schedule for this week. We are not doing a Thursday stream, and instead we are streaming 6 p.m. tomorrow, Kaladesh release events, or pre-release events. I'm assuming it'll be sealed, but it could also be draft. I'm not 100% sure. Most likely a Kaladesh pre-release sealed league, though. So that'll start at 6 Eastern. As far as the events themselves, I think they are supposed to start at 3 Eastern, but it depends on when they come back from downtime. They have downtime tomorrow. Whenever downtime comes back, they will have the events. So, well, we're going to try to combo off, even though we don't have very many extra turn spells, which is going to be a challenge. Been looking to get an MTGO, tried duels, and found out that the game limits you to 2 of each rare and 1 of each mythic. Yeah, Junko, that's definitely one of the downsides. Duels is a great way for brand new players to learn the game, but it's not a great approximation of paper Magic or real Magic, however you want to consider it. We get an Exhaustion, which is good. It's going to actually be maybe challenging to win this game. Let's Serum Visions. Lands to the bottom. We drew a Bolt. Alright, Bolt's good. Let's play Mikukuru. Let's Exhaustion our opponent. Let's Serum Visions. Oh, that's what we needed. Alright, Remand to the bottom, Exhaustion to the top. Pass the turn. Now I actually think we are going to win. We'll discard Remand. Yeah, duels is a great way to get into Magic Online or paper Magic, but I don't think it's that satisfying as far as like staying there for a long time. Yeah, Esper Teachings is fun. This deck is actually pretty unique too. Like the way it plays is different than a lot of other decks. Oh, thank you, SCG Viewbot. Opponent corrects Marsh Flats. I always love to hear stories that are like, oh, budget Magic got me back into Magic, or against odds got me into Magic, things like that. It's really cool to hear. Oh, alright, let's just run out our third Dictate of Krufix. I was taught Magic at a summer camp. I found out about Commander like 2 months later, fell in love, though I still play Modern once in a while. Commander is a really fun format if you have a good group of people to play with. I think that's what Commander is for me. Like, I never really cared about Commander until I started doing Commander Clash, and then once I started doing Commander Clash, I really enjoyed it because it's such a fun format to sit down with some friends and have a good time playing Magic, and it's unlike any other format in that sense. Let's suspend Ancestral, play a Scalding Tarn, crack a Scalding Tarn, get a Seam Vents, tapped. 1, 2, 3. Exhaustion, our opponent. And pass the turn. Wow, started playing in middle school in the 90s. That's impressive. I started late. I didn't start playing until around Ravnica, the original Ravnica. So there's definitely been people that have been playing way longer than I have. I just appreciate the old cards because I kind of, I don't know. They say that with other sports, this person's like a student of the history of the game or whatever. A student of the game. And I kind of consider myself that with Magic. Like, I really appreciate the history, and I think, to me, that's what a big part of what Magic makes Magic great is... Gao, thank you for the follow. Is everything, like we have 25 years of history, which is really unique among games, so we get another Cryptic. I think it's about time to start killing our opponent. We need, do we have bolts in our, if we just draw bolts, we can just kill our opponent straight up. Kaladesh pre-release events start tomorrow. What other languages do I like on Magic cards besides English, or do I just play English cards because I love to online? I like any language Magic cards. I think Russian Magic cards look really cool. Japanese look really cool as well. But most of the cards I have are English. Junko, thank you for the follow. Alright, let's see. Thank you, Rook Uri. Play land, we need to Snapcaster Mage. Do we have anything good to flash back? I guess it's just another Exhaustion. Kupu-kun, thank you for the follow. So many follows tonight. We're back on another stream of followers, so thank you, everyone. German ones do have some really good names. So, Exhaustion, our opponent. Lightning Bolt, our opponent. Pass the turn. Discard a land. Opponent draws a bunch of cards. Kamano, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Exhaustion has been pretty solid. So basically, we're drawing 4 cards next turn. We have 2 Snapcasters and 2 Bolts, and if we draw any of those, we just win. I guess we can also just 1, 2, 3... Let's just Cryptic our Snapcaster. So bounce our Snapcaster, draw a card. If our opponent kills it, whatever. Endless Worm, thank you for the follow. Alright, they kill the Snapcaster. Fizzles the draw. So now we're back to just drawing a Bolt or a Snapcaster for the win. First MTG draft was the Dark. Wow. That was way back at the beginning. So many follows. Dead Kitten, everyone else, appreciate it. You built the Stasis deck? Yeah, our opponent hasn't untapped in a long time, and they're going to lose, but we should just draw something that wins us the game. I guess if we... there's a Bolt. Bolt. So does this do it? Do we have a Snapcaster? We do not. So Radiant Fountain gains us some life. Is there a chance we lose here? Let's suspend Ancestral. Oh, I was trying to bounce our Snapcaster. Bolt our opponent. Bolt our opponent. Let's loot. There it is. Oh, that was kind of lucky. We just drew into the next bolt. So get the lightning bolt win. Well, that's kind of how the deck is supposed to work. You just go a million extra turns and eventually win the game. Wandering Fumarole is a good idea. Serious question. I recently came into a box of beta. Should I hold on to it, film crack it, draft it with friends? I already have all the stuff to build almost any vintage deck. Oh, wow. That's a crazy question. I don't think I've ever ran into anyone who just came into a box of beta. Well, congratulations. That's awesome. You have a box of beta. I guess it partly depends on how much money matters to you. Like, if you're in a position where you don't really care about, like, you have the disposable income that you can do what you want with it. I mean, cracking a box of beta would have to be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So, there's that. As far as financially, I would sell it or hold it. So, I guess that's my take. It depends on your life situation. And if you really just have money to burn, I think it would be really cool to crack it, but probably the smartest thing to do would be to either hold it or sell it. If it's actually a sealed box, holding it seems like a pretty fine idea, unless you think that that somehow people are going to stop caring about Magic altogether. I don't know, like, what's the YouTube channel that actually does that? Open Boosters? Is that who it is? I don't know if it would actually be profitable to crack it, though, even with streaming it. You could crack it one pack at a time or whatever, but... Alright, switching gears here. Let me see if I can find a... I wonder if I have an overlay still for this. I will check. I might. I'm going to play a game or two with Esper Brain Jar. I don't know if I still have an overlay for this or not. Thank you for the follow, Fur El Zolo. Maybe I don't have a overlay for it anymore. Alright, well, we're going to mulligan this hand, because it doesn't do anything. We'll keep this one, though. Can't get away from that trick bind. Darkslake Shores to the bottom, I think. Warrior of Toast, thank you for the follow. Yeah, the problem with, like, Preordain is why it helps some decks that I would like to see help, like blue control decks. It also potentially helps, in fact, in decks like that, too. Is Ancestral Recall a better card than Black Lotus? Well, thank you, Junko. No, probably not. I mean, it's very good. Yeah, we switched to Esper Brain Gifts, but I don't have an overlay. I might be able to make the overlay real quick. Opponent getting in 4/4. Goblin Guide reveals Unburial Rites. We're drawing all of our combo pieces, which isn't great. Alright, there we go. So we take 4. We're going to crack this, get rid of our Unburial Rites. Lava Spike, down to 13. I don't know if this is even a bad matchup. It seems like it gets better after sideboarding. I think we need a... we can get Prairie Stream? Yeah, let's get Prairie Stream. Thoughtseize, not super helpful. Swamp, and go. Dum Drum, thank you for the follow. So many follows. Alright, I think I got the overlay. And then I will actually be able to see the chat again. Alright, there we go. Overlay achieved. So I'm back. My name is MTG Goldfish, better known as Saffron Olive. Well, nice to meet you. Would I consider Geist of St. Traff for this deck? I could see it being a good sideboard option, but I don't know about playing it in the main deck. Yeah, leagues are offline, unfortunately, thanks to the new set coming tomorrow. We get a Path to Exile. This is just going to be too slow. Path, yeah, we're... Well, let's Thoughtseize. See if there's anything unique in our opponent's hand. Bomboy, thank you for the follow. Yeah, we're dead. When I introduce myself to people, do I sometimes find myself adding better known as? In person, no, not usually. I don't think I've ever done that in person. Do I think Force of Will should be modern legal? So Force of Will, I've been on the fence with that one. I have argued for it at times. It's kind of the same issue as with like Preordain, for example. It seems like a good idea until you consider that, in fact, in decks like that get to play it as well. So yes, it could help decks that I think need help and would make the format better if they received help, like various blue-based control decks. Yes, I believe all leagues are down tonight until tomorrow after downtime. Then Kaladesh comes up. And then they start the leagues back up again. So that's pretty much what's happening on Magic Online at the moment. Could Stoneforge ever be unbanned? Stoneforge could. But I think it's one of the cards that it's possible that could be unbanned, but I don't think it's likely. But it's closer to the unbanned side of the list than a lot of cards, I think. No, I would not want Berserk in Modern by any stretch of the imagination. That's one of the cards I would least want in Modern. Watch a lot of Goldfish videos on YouTube, never really watched a stream. I tend to play EDH more than anything if I consider doing an EDH stream. So I think it's possible that we do like a Commander Clash live at some point. It's something that's been talked about. Also, if you watch Commander Clash on YouTube, Tom, that does Commander Clash with us, he actually streams Commander very regularly. MTG Radio is his Twitch. So, I mean, it's not on the official Goldfish Twitch, but if you want to see someone that's you kind of know from Goldfish playing Commander when it's not Commander Clash, definitely recommend checking out his stream because he's a fun person to watch play Magic. We got the combo. We got the Wombo combo, Brain in the Jar, Bet Call. I think that Jace would actually be pretty slow for Modern at the moment. I don't even know if Jace would be that good. Like, it would be good, but I don't know if it's super busted. Goblin Guide for our opponent. Been brewing with Metallurgic Summonings. It's basically the Brain in the Jar, Rise in the Tide decks. Yeah, I am really excited to test out that deck. I like the idea of that deck a lot. Well, Pluto Delta, correct Pluto Delta. We don't have a land on top. We don't mind getting one more land for our Brain in the Jar. We're going to get a white source here. Probably a... Well, I guess we just get Hallowed Fountain and path this Goblin Guide. Get it off the table. Basically, we're just playing towards Brain in the Jar, this Bet Call, and we should win. I just keep talking and hope for the best. That's my technique with everything. Alright, Overgrown Tomb, untapped. I don't like this, but Brain in the Jar. Been brewing the last few days with Smuggler's Copter and Blue-Red Delver. Any suggestions or ideas? I would have to think about it. I don't know how it works in Modern. I'm skeptical of Smuggler's Copter in Modern. I've heard other people suggest that it could be there, and they could very well be right, but I'm going to have to brew around it before I can really say. I like Eldritch Evolution decks in Modern. I do. Jeez, our opponent mulled to 5 and had a Goblin Guide double Swift Spear plus Spell Hand? Oh, Rift Bolt. Goodness. Well, we're still getting close to Bet Call, which is good. You think Jace would be way too good for Modern? I mean, you could be right. I just think Modern is slow. That's my argument, is Modern is slow. A lot of decks, like Affinity, Infect, Burn, they're killing you on turn 3.5. Jace comes down on turn 4. Good night, Joe Bean. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow for a Kaladesh pre-release league. So make sure to check that out if you're looking for something to do. So there's Rift Bolt. Yeah, Tom is one of the only ones who streams Commander, I think. It's a pretty small group. Did I say Modern is slow? Or Modern is... Modern is fast, Jace is slow. So Modern decks are killing you on turn 3.5. Jace isn't even coming down until turn 4. I just can't imagine that Jace is going to be that insane against a lot of the big decks. Like, it would be good in some situations, and it would still be a very good card, but against a lot of the big decks in the meta, against Infect, against Affinity, against Burn, I just don't see Jace really being that dominant. And even a lot of the other decks, you got Jund that has efficient threats, you got Maelstrom Pulses and things like that. Is Jace just going to be game over? Seriously? This is an example of everything that's wrong with Modern. Our opponent mulled to Oblivion and is still at the point of just killing us here on turn... on turn 3 on the draw on the mull to 5, and we're essentially dead. If they had a bolt, we were just dead. Well, we get to fuse a Bet Call, which is good, but we are likely just going to die to a burn spell. We don't have enough lands to even play a Kitchen Finks or anything. So we draw a bunch of cards, play a swamp, pass the turn. It didn't matter. I could have cast it with Brain, but it's not really important either way. Oh, we're going to live another turn? Well, I guess we might as well kill the Swift Spear. We draw a Lingering Soul, so I think we need to Brain in the Jar, Esper Charm, to draw 2 cards and hope we find like a Kitchen Finks or something. So draw 2. Alright, that helps. But depending on our land situation, can we get a Plains? Do we have a Plains? I hope we have a Plains. Alright, get a Plains. Play a Kitchen Finks. This puts us up to 4. And means we don't die to 1 spell unless it's Boros Charm. The problem with doing the discard on the draw step is a lot of their stuff is instant speed. So if they just draw a Bolt or something, the discard doesn't really change things too much. Alright, we're staying alive. We gotta die. If we make it 2 turns and get Linvala down, then... Wow! Oh my goodness! Our opponent scooped it up. I am surprised we got back from the brink there. Wow! That was super close. Does who hate Magic secretly? Yeah, we might have done the decay on our own Finks. Just to gain life. Well, that was sweet. I'm very surprised that we actually won that. So fixing Modern is a really interesting question. I mean, some people don't even think it needs fixing. And that's a reasonable argument. Oh, dear. Well, this hand's a little land light. Alright, Swamp. I guess we keep it. Swamp isn't the best land, but... I think it's different. I think having Draw-Go in older formats is different than having Draw-Go in Standard, and I think it depends on your definition of Draw-Go, I guess. I think if they're talking about like the Sphinx's Revelation deck from a couple standards ago, if they don't think that's acceptable, then I have a big issue with that. If they're literally talking about like the deck type decks that are like 20 counter spells and 1 Seer Angel to win the game, then okay, I can see what they're saying about things like that. When it goes to combat, swings with both. We get a land. I think we're just going to disfigure the Swift Spear. We might be able to get there with our removal this game. Down to 16. Hallowed Fountain. Well, let's play Hallowed Fountain untapped. Pass the turn. And maybe Standard should be creature heavy, creature combat based. If that's what people want to play and that's what's gonna make the format popular, I understand why Wizards would do that. But in Modern and Legacy, I think you gotta give the old players that have been playing for a long time, they still gotta have a place where they can play Storm and play real control decks and play their Blood Moons and their cards like that you don't really want in Standard. So I understand if Standard has to be different. There's a lot of new players. So many of the players that play Magic now are new players, and they're not used to those cards. But I think that there should be a supported format for those players too. Everyone can win. We can all be happy. Oy, Boros Charm down to 7. We could just die here. The deck list is not going to be right. Opponent gets a tap land. We still have the old deck list for the lists command. That's an Eidolon of the Great Revels. Opponent passes. Well, let's bring in a Jar, and we might as well path the Eidolon and see what we can draw into here. Oh, there's Linvala. Do we live long enough? Brain in the Jar. Fuse. So we got the combo. We draw 4 cards. Oh, I'm glad the songs are improving. For next Commander Clash, wow! Why would our opponent scoop to that? I don't get it. I sound like an 18-year-old clean-shaven college kid, really? I am not exactly clean-shaven. Actually, quite the opposite of clean-shaven. All right, let's do one more with Esper Brain Gifts, because we only did one of those, and then we can do some Momir tonight, because we probably won't have a chance to do Momir tomorrow, because we'll be doing limited. So probably no Momir tomorrow, but we'll be able to do a game or two tonight. So if you're someone that's been on the waiting list for Momir, get ready, because after this match we can Momir it. All right, Esper Brains Gifts, take 2. Hey, this hand is like, ugh. Land, Noxious Revival, our fetch land for Esper Charm. That is so bad, but we're going to keep it. We do have a Gifts, but we also have Elish Yorn in our hand. Yeah, I don't know why our burn opponent scoops so early. Yeah, Richard. You want to play, Richard? Do you still have Magic cards? Do you still have your Jund deck, Richard? That's a more important question. I would challenge you to a match, but... Oh... Awesome, dude. Awesome, dude. You're going to be ghosting? Shame on you. Oh, no, I don't care. If people actually ghost in the 2-player queues... Well, it still plays the same. Your 30-tick goifs play the same as your 50-tick goifs. Or we can Momir, if you want to play Momir, Richard, or have the time. I don't even know if you have time to play tonight, but... Let's crack Flooded Strand. Get a Watery Grave tapped. Oh, that was good. We just drew a land, so we don't have to do the horrible Noxious Revival our own fetch land play. That's true, we did beat Burn. I don't know why our opponent scooped so early, but we did. Oh, the super secret announcement is finished? Oh, I told them something was coming. Something people have been asking about. Alright, Satyr Wayfinder. Mills. Oh, whoa! Are we getting dredged? Oh, is that what's happening? Narcomoeba comes back. This deck is spicy. I like anything that has Satyr Wayfinder. Let's get a Godless Shrine. There's our Beck call, but we're a long ways away from actually casting it. Let's just pass the turn. Tom, Tomer, Thomist, and Tomerist. A Goldfish Planeswalker, eh? Thank you for the follow, someone. MC something. Yeah, we have requests for action figures now. Jake is the salt shaker. I don't know if Wizards would let us print real Magic cards as merchandise. That would be sweet if we could print actual playable planeswalkers. Alright, opponent gets in 4-2. We are going to draw a couple with Esper Charm. Dot, thank you for the follow. We get some lands. So we get to Flooded Strand. I guess we just pass the turn. And we're going to gifts for something, but I don't know what it's going to be. Blue-Red Turds, we played some games with it. We can't do leagues tonight because Magic Online took the leagues down, unfortunately. Awesome, dude. You're cheating. Someday I'm going to ghost on someone. Grapple with the past for our opponent. Haunted Dead. Oh, Sidisi. Alright, I know what this deck is. You actually sent me this deck list, and it looked really sweet, so I'm glad I get to see it in action. A fish series like SCG does the creature series. That could be cool. The Marbled Gargle. Thank you for the follow. So, do the treasure chests actually start tomorrow? Opponent gets in. The leagues are down until after the downtime tomorrow because Kaladesh is releasing. Kenny Williams, thank you for the follow. Sidisi Brood Tyrant. Well, he might just have to languish now. We can still... now we're playing Esper Brain Gifts, and then... Hey, what's up, Tom? Thank you for the host. We're playing Esper Brains Gifts right now, and then I think me and Richard might battle a match after this of something. I don't know if it'll be Modern or Momir, but something. Yeah, we could gifts and discard the hand size. I kind of just want to gifts for Brain in the Jar, but I don't know if we're guaranteed to get it. Untradeable until November, that's true. Should have thought about making a budget Magic deck based around Storm, Praise of Storm Vision is tanked. That is a good idea. We've played Storm-ish decks, but we've never played straight up Storm. That would be a good budget Magic idea. I think we're going to be playing Kaladesh decks for a bit after Kaladesh releases, but after that... So, gifts piles with this deck are really interesting. I think we get Brain in the Jar. I think we get Unburial Rites. I think we get... a Lingering Souls... and one more something. Brain in the Jar. So we're going to get a Brain in the Jar either way, thanks to Noxious Revival being in our hand. Maybe we just get another Gifts. Yeah. When in doubt, take another Gifts. Buy a MTG Goldfish Phonics t-shirt. A punt app for Android. Y'all have so many good ideas. Did you say, can I sing a Pokemon theme song if I lose? I don't even know the Pokemon theme song. Do I think Trisk and Echophobia can make a comeback now that the Pain Lands are out? This is the time. If there was ever a time, then yes. Ooh, 2-0 in a league with mono, with Legacy Cube. Awesome. I'm sure we'll have vehicles in the next set, but I don't know if we'll have them after that. So I think here we just need to languish away all these problems. Play a Temple Garden. Pass the turn. Next turn, we can start taking up our brains and set up for about 1 million bet calls in a row. I think that they'll print better Artifact Hate in the next set. But I don't think that... I mean, there's decent Artifact Hate right now. What is it? Fragmentize? Something like that? That's actually a really powerful option. The problem is it doesn't hit Sky Sovereign, which is actually a fairly important card to hit. So brains, pass. But I'm sure we'll get some good Artifact Hate in the next set or in the following set for standard. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not even... Oh no, are they going to kill Brain in the Jar? Really? Ugh. Saltite Charm? Okay. I think for, like, the Copter, you want to be playing real removal, though. I don't know if you want to play Artifact removal in the main deck just to deal with that, if you can help it. Ooh, Shattering Spree would be good. Jeez. Shattering Spree would be maybe too good. I could see, like, Vandal Blast. Yeah, actually, the deck list should still be for turbo turns, because we didn't change it for this one. Stinkweed Imp for our opponent. Well, we're going to try this again. Let's get back our Brain in the Jar. I really just want to start taking up this Brain in a Jar. Pass the turn. Stony Zions would be a good one. I could see, like, Vandal Blast or Shatter Storm. Angelic Purge is decent. Sorcery Speed, though. Gorilla Shaman reprint for Pauper. Yeah, on Magic Online, that card is ridiculously expensive. We'll probably get, like, a... What was the one in Shadows? Oxida Scrap Melter or something like that? Like, 4 mana, red... enters the battlefield destroying an artifact. That wasn't really pushed enough, though, for a standard. Can we see a take on Modern Sphinx's Tutelage? We've played it before on Budget Magic. I'm sure we'll do another one. Zes Ufut, thank you for the follow. Temple of Melody. Well, I think we're actually going to get to fuse this bet call. Stinkweed Imp. Ah, alright. The value. Our opponent's out of cards. Deploy the Gatewatch Revisited. Dubious Challenge is on my short list of against the odds options. Verdict first. We get to draw 4 cards. Why would I verdict when I could draw cards? I mean, I guess we can literally... You mean literally just cast verdict first? Yeah, that makes sense. I don't want to pass up the opportunity to draw cards here, though. So we get to bet call. Draw 4. So good. When we get to do this for 2 mana, it is so insane. play a land. And now we get to discard our Elish Norn. So this is how the deck actually usually wins, I've realized, is we don't gifts for Elish Norn that much until the very late game, and then we usually win by getting a bunch of tokens and winning with Elish Norn. It's not like some gift stacks where you're just all in on like turn 4 gifts, reanimate something. This deck doesn't really work that way. At least in the games that I played with it. It's very rare that that's what we're trying to do with this deck. So, but now we just get to get back our Elish Norn. Ugh. Did not tap for black. So reanimate Elish Norn makes all of our birds huge. And that should pretty much just do it. We get in for 12, and then Brain in the Jar is on 2, so we can just stop on our opponent's draw step. And that should be it. So we'll stop on our opponent's draw step and just Brain in the Jar in the Esper Charm to make our opponent discard. I will change the name. I'm not trying to bamboozle you. We just switched. Name changed. Esper, Brains, Gifts. So, Esper Charm. Target player discards 2 cards. I mean, I don't think they would draw anything that would actually matter here, but they could, like, kill Elish Norn and make things take longer. They had drawn Collective Brutality. Not going to kill an Elish Norn. I have tried to get Coin Flip Tribal on against odds, and no one votes for it. So, I don't know. I don't know if we're ever going to get it on against the odds. What's up, NA Ranker? Alright, well, that went pretty good. I really like this deck. This deck is... I had a lot of fun playing it on Much Ado About Nothing, and it's just really fun. Unfortunately for our opponent, it also has Graveyard Hate, which I'm assuming they don't really want to see. Iona doesn't seem that great. Flaying Tendrils could almost be alright. I don't know. Maybe we don't need Flaying Tendrils. What's the coolest EDH deck to play? I still think my favorite one that I've built on Commander Clash was the Mono Black Storm deck that used Shadowborn Apostle. But there's a lot of interesting ones. Are we going to see non-budget zombies? Probably not tonight, but at some point, hopefully. RN Function. Have an awesome night. Say hello to the wife. Thanks for hanging out for a while. Reminder to everyone, tomorrow night is the second stream this week because it's Kaladesh release on Magic Online. So we're going to do a Kaladesh Sealed League, I assume. So make sure to stop by for that tomorrow. So instead of Thursday, tomorrow at 6 Eastern Time. Well, we got a Nile Spellbomb, so I think that means we just are winning already. Unless our opponent hits us with discard. Which they do. I'm assuming they just have to take the Nile Spellbomb. They do not take Nile Spellbomb for some reason. Okay. Well, acceptable. Let's just play Plains and Nile Spellbomb. So, pass the turn. Why is ghosting called ghosting? I really don't know. I guess because you're like, I don't know. Oh, good night, OTM Shank. Yeah, me and Richard, after this match, Momir Showdown, me versus Richard, to close out tonight's stream. So, get hyped for that. You never know what's going to happen in Momir. It's a reference to Mario? Oh, we have a... Sorry about that. We got a draw, step, sot, set. Draw, step, sot, set. Yeah, me and Richard, Momir Showdown for ownership of Goldfish. All the marbles. Whoever wins gains control of Goldfish. Whoever loses is fired. Oh. I'm just kidding. We're just playing for fun. Richard is ghosting. Yeah, ghosting in Momir isn't all that beneficial. I guess you could hope for different land walk abilities based on what's in your opponent's hand. Temple of Malady for our opponent. Ghosting was originally from Counter-Strike. When you die, you could watch from another player's point of view. Ah, okay. I see. Momir Deathmatch. Celebrity Momir Deathmatch. Oh, goodness. Well, let's just Inquisition here. We don't have much going on because we don't have blue mana. Ooh, negate Golgari Thug, mono Narcomoebas. Well, let's take Golgari Thug, Overgrown Tomb, untapped. We'll probably jump on a Skype call when we actually do the game. But right now, we aren't even playing yet. The mono Narcomoeba hand is not where this deck wants to be. If Bernie Sanders was a Magic card, what card would he be? I don't know. Is this a joke with a punchline? Because I have no idea. Against odds, only creature lands. Lumbering Falls, Shambling Vents, Dryad Arbor. Ooh, there's also some weird cards that are like anthems for lands. Like lands that are creatures you control get +2/+2. I've always wanted to build a deck with oh, what's the name of it? It's all forests you control are 1/1 Saproling forest creatures, and all Saprolings are 1/1 forests. Or are forests. Life and Limb, I think. This deck, let me see if I can... I didn't link it in the bot because we just played a game randomly, but I can send the link in the stream, I think. Assuming I can find it in my huge pile of 1,000,000 decks. Esper Brains Gifts. Actually not super expensive. I mean, expensive, but it's about $500 in paper and 200 something online, I think. I guess we just shamble here since we have nothing else going on. We need our blue mana for this Peer Through Depths. What's up, Mega Doofy? Ooh, Amulet of Vigor. Do I really say Amulet funny? I know you've been asked 100 times, when are we getting the sub button? We're just waiting. We reapplied for partnership, waiting to hear back, so hopefully soon. Scooter McGavin. Good night, Bigfoot. Thanks for hanging out. Remember, tomorrow, not Thursday, is the second stream, if you're looking for the second stream this week. So keep that in mind. Amulet. Amulet. It feels so funny to say it like that. I think I'm just gonna path the spirit because I really want blue mana. Leftover, thank you for the follow. Well, now we got all the blue mana. So let's get in with our spirit. Need to try Metalwork Colossus and Restore Balance. Ooh. Should run Genju Cycle for the Tribal Challenge lands versus spells. Yeah, I still am interested in doing that series. Scumble 2 Temptation, I guess, went down as a classic. I don't even know how I did that. There's so, like, usually when I make those mistakes, it's because I just read too quickly. But Scumble 2 Temptation, there was several different letters that were wrong in that one. Not even especially close. Pass the turn. Amulet of Vigor. What are good ratios for EDH from scratch? Creatures, spells, lands. Well, typically, you want 37-ish lands, 38, 39. And it somewhat depends on the amount of... mana rocks you play. Tomer told me once that he wants to have 50 mana sources in his deck. Half of his deck to produce mana. The Mafia Fish, thank you for the follow. So, with that in mind, that would be like, I don't know, 37 lands and 10, 12 mana rocks. I don't usually go quite that high. I might have like 37 lands and like 10 mana rocks, but I might be doing it wrong too. You've seen me on Commander Clash. I do a lot of losing. Why do I sound so different from my first recorded video? Sounded almost depressed. Now I sound way more cheerful. Well, I never recorded videos before. And if you watch Magic content, and I have watched Magic content for a long time, that's just kind of how you talk in Magic content, is you're kind of serious and quiet, and so I just thought that's how you made Magic content. And it took me a little while to, and I had a very bad microphone and setup, which didn't help, but it took me a while to find my voice and be comfortable just kind of being myself while I was recording and streaming and stuff. So it was just a learning experience, I think. Also, yeah, I mean, being tired would make a difference as well. 30 lands in your EDH deck? That sounds like a lot. Well, are you playing like... Okay, I mean, yeah. Maybe that's... I don't know. I'm going by what Tomer told me. Seriously, I never really played EDH before Commander Clash, so... It's been a learning experience for me. Thanks, Zach Arrow. Well, remember, EDH is a 100-card deck. Yeah, I'm usually like 37-ish. 37, right around 37, 38. It probably depends on your curve and all that stuff, too. Let's just Gifts Ungiven. The guy from Food Wishes. What's Food Wishes? Should I know what that is? I think we just do the old one card Gifts Ungiven to get Elishnorn. Seems like a good way to win this game. Crack Polluted Delta, get a Watery Grave, tapped. Crack Flooded Strand, get a Godless Shrine, tapped. Untap. Ooh, even into Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize our opponent. Make sure they don't have removal. Saltite Charm kills a mono-colored creature. Ugh. Alright, well, let's take Negate. Reanimate our Elishnorn. Go attacking. Oh, our opponent doesn't have blue mana. Oh, what's up, Goif? Facetic? Going well. Just about to wrap up the stream with a Momir battle for the ages, taking on Richard. Probably the greatest game of Momir of all time. Oh, all right, Richard. All right, let's call Richard. Hello?
Hello, hello.
Oh, Richard, welcome.
Alright, I gotta get my ghosting set up. Hold on. How do I view chat while playing Moto?
So I told everyone this was going to be the greatest game of Momir of all time, so we got to live up to that expectation. You weren't watching earlier, were you?
The stream?
Like towards the beginning?
No, I joined like halfway through.
So 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 I was playing the Turbo Turds deck. This was maybe one of the all-time greatest moments in Magic history. And I punted and targeted our opponent with a time warp. Did you see that?
And they counterspelled it.
And they counterspelled it, yeah.
That's the next level magic. That's what we do here.
Oh. So good. So good. Alright, are you going to challenge me or should I challenge you?
I think you should challenge me because I can't navigate Moto menus.
Alright, I will challenge you. Hopefully. Why is Moto so complicated? Alright, format will be Momir. There we go. I think I did it correctly.
Alright.
Alright, here we go. Momir time. We actually did a game one time where we played all 0 drops. That was not fun. We did all 1 drops too. That was also not that much fun. Alright.
So, we always begin by tilting Seth.
No, Richard, don't do it. No, you're not going to hit a Dryad Arbor. Please don't.
Dryad Arbor.
1 in 11.
No.
Oh. Not very good at attacking, but...
Alright.
Alright, I'm going to play properly. Just play a mountain and pass. None of this 0 drop stuff for me.
Then we send a message.
Why am I my own buddy on Moto? It's so I can tell if I'm online.
You know, it sounds like you're trolling, but you're not.
I know it really does, but that's a real thing. Auriac Champion's actually pretty sweet. Shuts down your Crimson Kobolds and gains me life.
Do I want a 3-drop? Sure.
What's the 3-drop? Come on, red cards. Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, everything has trample.
0/1 trample.
Well, I gain a life. I'll take it. That's actually kind of scary for the late game. Giving your big things trample. I think we'll pitch the island. And Sabertooth Alley Cat, 2/1, attacks each turn. No. Creatures without defender can't block it. Sure. So it's going to probably suicide itself into something here shortly.
Currently better than all my creatures.
I guess I might as well get in for a free point of damage.
Alright, we have to make something that kills the cat.
Ooh.
Oh, dear. Wait, what does this make? It makes a Thopter? Just gains you a life?
Oh, so much life gain. Auric Champion coming through. You have a lot of one-powered tramplers.
Yeah, I need the Anthem creature. What's an Anthem 5-drop?
You need that new angel, the new horrible angel from Kaladesh.
Oh, the invention?
Yeah.
Hey, can we get Kaladesh? No, tomorrow.
I don't know. Sometimes they pop up early on Magic Online, but since downtime hasn't happened yet. When it enters a battlefield, you can discard any number of land cards. Whoa, this is like a combo piece for Momir. I've never seen this before. You could take that many
So you get
+1/+1
6/6?
counters and draw that many cards.
Oh, my dear.
That's a combo. Yeah. Well, I guess we just discard our hand.
Come on, Motobug.
Sweet.
Actually worked.
And I guess
Good.
the alley cat's getting in there, whether I want it to or not.
Why can this kobold not have 1 power?
Oh, all right. Let's see what Richard can get at 5 mana. Yeah, Nantucket Cultivator. I like that. That's also... This could probably see playing EDH with a Splendid Reclamation. I like that idea, too.
Oh, look at this. Swamp Walk.
I'll take creatures that you never see people actually put on the battlefield for
I've seen
100.
people cast Street Wraith.
Usually that's when things are going very wrong. Sort of like a Simian Spirit Guide. When you're actually casting it, some things went horribly wrong. Swamp Walk is actually good, though. Well, 5-drop. Come on. Baneslayer Angel? Thragtusk? Ogre Slumlord. Whenever another non-token creature dies, you get a 1/1 rat. Rats have Death Touch. Alright.
It does nothing. Good old Momir.
Oh, wait. Non-token.
Everything's a token.
No! Alright.
Okay, sorry, Kobold. They need to bring kobolds back. That's what they need. Return to Kobold plane, wherever they came from.
They're all 0 power, though. That would be such a weird set.
I'll take it. It'll go along with my Kithkin Tribal. Forest, chucked. What do we get? Ooh, what is this? Each human you... Oh, wow. This is almost good. Do I have any humans? I do have humans.
Someone's saying I could click Auric Champion and do always say yes, but I don't see... Is that a real thing that works?
Yeah, you can just always yield to the trigger, but don't worry, I'll take care of it.
Oh, is this going to kill it? Oh. It has Pro Red, though. And Pro Black.
But it's blue.
Oh, you're going to use the blue one. I see.
I only have 2 Oh, wait, this archetype of aggression is... Oh, look at the synergies. I have 2 humans.
And 1 Wraith. Alright. I guess we take 3 since it has Swamp Walk.
I forgot to attack with the flyer. Oh, man.
Did we ever figure out what a Kithkin was? Someone asked.
Everyone in the comments says it's basically a hobbit or a halfling.
Hobbit or halfling? There you have it.
Ooh.
Man. Archetype tribal. Alright, so we gain a life. Everything gets haste. Not that that helps. Might as well attack with our 6/6.
We'll just take the beats. All right. Need to draw a mountain here. It's not a mountain.
Oh, you have to pay red to do it. Okay.
So is it worth taking a turn off just to kill your Oriok champion? Probably not.
Seven. You could skip your 7 drop to kill my 1/1. I say you
Uh,
go for it.
uh, yeah, I think we're gonna need some more firepower.
Oh, Richard is stuck on Phage mana. Phage incoming.
Wait, what?
Defender.
When it blocks, it loses defense. What does this even mean? Fuck.
Defender trample is such a weird combo of abilities.
Oh, once it blocks, it loses defender permanently? Is that what this card means?
And that art looks like I don't even know. Look at how far
It's
Magic art has come over the
it's emerging
years.
from the sand dune plates.
Oh. All right. I guess we have to keep taking our beats for now.
Why are you at 26? Man, this Oriok champion.
So good. I need a Johnny's Pride mate. All right, 7 mana. Ooh, combo. Make some creatures for that champion. Now I don't even know if I want to attack though, because you got that worm. I guess I can attack with the 6/6. Because if your worm blocks, it dies anyway.
We'll take one more. Then we'll do some tricksy plays next turn. Wait, do I just die to like a stampede? No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4.
If I hit,
All
hmm,
right. We'll pass. Actually, do I want to just... No. Let me hit you with this thing.
all right, down to 26. So, what are you planning on pinging my stuff? Is that what's happening here?
That's how we get to the 8 drop. You just skip a 7 drop to kill 2 1/1s. Oh dear. I'm
That,
just dead, right?
I think that might do it. You're not gonna ping Breaker of Armies to death, and it has haste thanks to this
Let's see.
Cyclops.
I'm just dead. Everything has to block.
That was a good one.
That was a good rip.
At least your worm's gonna lose defender.
Let's see if it even works. Oh, wow. It just like whites out the defender on Moto. Advanced UI there.
Well, 1-0.
All right. We'll sideboard. We'll change it up. Can we
Oh,
use... Can't. I was trying to hit the basic land button, but it doesn't let me change my lands.
that would be sweet if you could have different lands in the sideboard. I don't know what value that would have. I wonder, do you think Momir would be cool if you could play non-basic lands? Do you think that would add something to the game, or would it make it worse?
I don't know what non-basic land.
Like creature lands or the card draw
Seagate,
lands?
Seagate
Yeah,
wreckage.
stuff like that.
That would be pretty gross. All right. Do. Giant armor.
Endless
What?
one.
What? Oh no, endless one. Why?
Oh, Richard and his 0 drop strategy. Didn't you do it once against me?
Yeah, it has never worked. It should be like 1 in 10 or something, right?
I think it's 1 in 11. I'm pretty sure. So you're due. Meanwhile, we'll make 2 drops. Hopefully they don't die immediately like Endless One. Alright, well, it's a 2/2. Gonna be hard to equip it with anything. Thespian Sage, Caracas, Gaia's Cradle, Cabal, Coffers, and Urborg. Alright, so there's some Dark Depths, Terrain Generator, Scrylands. So there's some options. Scrylands.
Am I firing myself if I lose? That's the unfortunate repercussions of this match. Wait, what is this?
So my
Interesting.
oh, this is an illusion lord. Interesting. So illusions cost one cheaper, and it becomes a creature type of your choice until end of turn. Hmm.
All right.
Oh, strip mine would
Something
be
good.
brutal. Hey, you're welcome, awesome dude. Thanks for the match. I really liked your Sidisi Dredge deck. That was very cool. I was glad to see it in action. Richard gets a Blight Caster. 2/3. We get a Scavenging Ghoul. Beginning of each end step, put a corpse counter on it for each creature that died. Remove a corpse counter, regenerate it.
This is a sweet zombie. I didn't know the early zombie art looked like this. All right. Something good.
Is Momir Two-Headed Giant a thing? I
Oh, I get
don't.
to see your hand.
Oh, I got some lands.
Okay, that's a nice hand you got there.
Flooded. I'm flooded. I don't think Two-Headed Giant Momir is a thing. Not that I'm aware of. But I guess it could be? It's not a thing on Moto, but I'm assuming you could play that way if you wanted to. 5-drop says, ooh, Sage.
Oh.
Oh, Sage. The downside is it can never flip,
It can
and
never flip.
I am gonna go empty-handed eventually, and it's gonna die. But it drew me a card. I guess when it dies, I get a counter, a
Wait,
corpse
does it
counter.
does it just die when it transforms? No, it just can't transform. Okay.
Yeah, no backside because it's a token.
All right, I need something good here. Something good. I'll take this.
Ooh, that is a big flyer.
The trigger for the scavenger ghoul.
Those old cards, I don't know why they made them trigger all the time. I don't know why I wouldn't just say like, oh, if a creature died, it gets a counter. It's got to be at the beginning of the end step. All right, 6-drop. Oran Reef Hydra. When a land enters the battlefield, put a
Ooh.
+1/+1 counter on it. If the land is a forest, ooh, 2. And it has trample. That's not horrible. Scavenging Ghoul keeps doing its thing. Oh dear.
Okay. Well, the trigger doesn't work, but
It's still a
it is a
7/7.
7/7 flyer. You
Oh,
don't have some random green guy with reach, right? No.
no. Random green guys, but no reach. Alright. Man, I got the deck that just loves to trigger. Sage of Ancient Lore triggers every turn. Scavenging Ghoul. We get a forest, so our
Oh,
Oran Reef Hydra can actually attack. We need something good here. We need something with flying. Jeez. Good old 6/6 defender.
I guess we're just. I want to trade. No, we'll just. Having
Uh,
trample is problematic here.
well, the problem is I'm dead in 2 turns, I think. I guess you could mill me out with the Lord of the Void, although I'd probably die way before I got milled out.
Ooh.
Sisters of Stone Death.
Do I can't activate any of this? I need a forest.
Okay. Well, we need the bounce Kraken, something like that.
All right. Mill you
7.
for 7.
Yep. All lands. Scavenging Ghoul triggers. Sage of Ancient Lore triggers. All right, come on, bounce Kraken. I wonder, could a hasty flyer win me the game? Probably not. Uh, oh,
Oh,
that's the
that would
opposite
be
of what I
good.
wanted.
What card is it? This is command. Oh, this is
That's
no, this is
a.
vintage master, right?
I think it was in Commander and paper though. Well, I guess I can hope for the misclick kill. Maybe you target me with a time warp or something. uh,
Are you sure you don't want to regenerate?
I I finally got some counters on it.
Oh
Oh,
wait, you lose a life during each upkeep?
I draw a card
Need
and
a
lose
fi-
a life. Yeah. Will Tomer ever have a separate series? I don't know. It's possible.
Oh wait, don't attack. Wandering Sentry.
All right. You
Tomer
got
has
me.
budget commander.
Oh, that's true. But I mean, I think they were meaning more video series. He does
He
have his
made
own
one
series on the
video.
site.
He made one video for budget commander.
Yeah, you're right. He did, and it was good. He made that one deck tag, and it was sweet.
Oh, look at this. Commander Clash idea. You guys play Momir until you get a legendary, then you have to build a deck around the legendary.
Oh, I actually like that idea. That
I
would
like
be
that
fun.
too.
We'll have to. I will add that to the list of future commander clashes. Richard is the owner and founder of Goldfish. Is there time for one more Momir? This might be the only Momir of the night. It's looking like. I think we'll keep. And all right, Richard.
If
I'm.
you get a giant armor, I'm
I'm.
gonna be so mad.
Come on.
Wait,
Oh,
that's not bad.
it
That's
has
not bad.
it has power.
It has one power. All right, here we go. This is the time. Oh no, because there's multiple kobolds, aren't there?
Yep, like three of them. So you're like,
Did whoever did the 1 in 12 math figure like the three different kobold types? Did they take that into account?
I believe so. And I think you're also more likely to hit a creature that dies immediately than a creature that makes mana.
Oh no, I forgot to send a message. It's over. Look, there's three kobolds and they can't muster one damage. Are you kidding me?
Look at that art. What are kids? What are kobolds? That's a better question.
You don't like the nightgown and the nightcap there?
They look like pirates, sort of. I have no idea what's happening in that art.
All right. What's the most undercosted 3-drop possible? We're gonna get it right here.
I think Tireless Tracker would be pretty good, or Harpoon Sniper. That shuts down my Memnite if you want to leave up the planes. Oh, message sent.
Trigger battle cry or something. I don't know. The goat token. we should do we should do against the odds art. You play kobolds, you play goats.
Oh, that is actually a funny idea. Man, old morph used to be so cool. Return a bird you control to its owner's hand to morph it. They're goblin elites. I don't know if that's what a kobold is. Bloodfire enforcers. See, look at the difference. There's three things on this one. There's three things on this one.
You
Slight
need kobold
difference.
monks. That's the problem. These guys are monks. It's
Uh,
actually the exact same pose.
it actually kind of is. Uh, all right, swamp, and we need something that can trade off with that 5/2.
Literally a 2/5. Do you have waste in your deck?
I do not. I always said the odds of hitting something that need colorless mana is so slim it'll never happen, and it just did. Not that that ability is that great, but functional reprint indeed. Bloodfire Enforcers, functional reprint of Kobolds of Kirkeep. Scrapper, 3/3 for 5.
This guy did not make it on the Kaladesh. He's no good.
His artifact fire breathing. Alright, 5-drop. we get Hooded Horror. Can be blocked as long as defending player controls the most creature or is tied for the most. Alright, I guess we don't attack then. Because if you play a creature, then my Hooded Horror is unblockable.
I need you to get a fabricate creature. Well, we're not gonna let that scare us. I need a Necrotal.
It's a 5.5 turn clock, Richard. You better be careful. Ooh.
Oh no, I have
Yes, unblockable forever.
no, no,
You're gonna
no.
Hooded Horror is gonna win this game. I might just stop playing creatures and trust that Hooded Horror is gonna get the job done. Actually, I probably can't yet, but maybe one more turn. Once I get a Worm Coil here.
Kobolds were described as similar to goblins but weaker. Okay. 0/1 is weak.
Also
Wait,
better dressed.
no, cannot block.
They're like fashionable goblins.
Oh, you can regenerate?
Could we get Tomer to be a little more consistent with his budget commander decks? It's kind of up to Tomer what pace he wants to write them.
If only this was here before I got the devotion guy.
So many 1/1s.
Should we just start alpha striking?
I got a
How
Twisted
many? One,
Abomination.
two, three. I mean, I want to get rid of these tokens, right?
I guess that's kind of true. Here they come.
Should I send a message with the kobold?
Alright, how do we block here? So we actually are incentivized to keep Richard's creatures alive, I think. They trade off, so that's fine. I think this works. I think you still have more creatures than me. Yeah, okay. Can we stream a commander game? We've talked about doing a live commander clash at some point, so it's possible that that's something that will happen in the future. Each creature with flying. Is that even no creatures with flying?
But this is pretty good. You can assign damage as though we're not blocked.
I have like the unblockable team. This is game 3 actually. I won the first one, Richard won the second one. And oh, deep spawn.
Wait, does this do anything? No, let's see. But wait, this is okay. This is not that bad.
Should we stop attacking and try to make Richard mill himself to death with deep spawn? That's the question. That would be kind of funny. Ooh,
Oh
and we get a
no.
Verdant Force?
Well, that stops your unblockables, but we get overrun. Oh, you're really not attacking, huh? Oh no, so many saplings.
I get saplings, you're slowly milling yourself to death.
Wait, yeah, I want to do that. Wait, why do I have a temporary zone?
You have to choose the order to. Oh, this happened during Commander Clash, didn't it? Didn't I play? Do you remember that? This
Possibly. We have lots of bugs like Commander
and it's
Clash.
supposed to go in the graveyard, but it does it. There was like a big issue with that.
Interesting.
That was a very old Commander Clash. I think this was my finisher in one of our like 93 Magic or whatever it was weeks. Oh no! All right, I guess I have to try to kill you now.
No, I think you should just wait.
Change of plans. Actually, got to kill Richard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. All right. I guess we have to attack first. So
Uh, can I just like, yes, let's see. Block, block, block. You don't have any onboard combat tricks, right? And then I can't block that guy. Should I get rid of my soldier?
Well, I think we assign the damage straight through. Put Richard down to
Okay.
4. Come on, deck. One more
Brick.
hit. Oh!
All ends are islands. Creatures without flying or island walk can't attack.
That might.
And you have an island walker?
It has Island Walk itself. Oh, but my
Uh,
other one can't attack now, even though it's unblockable. So it doesn't actually win me the game. But I think. Oh. I don't know what this does. So if you kill my Stormtide Leviathan, then I kill you with my. My thing becomes unblockable and I kill you? Is that how that works?
well, clearly we're just gonna wipe the board here with. Oh dear.
Oh, Kamigawa. This is Momir, Zero.
Okay. I think I got this. I think I can survive one turn, right? Or do you have enough like 1/1s? Oh wait, no, you can't.
I don't think I can kill you here. So I could hit a flyer maybe? With haste? Oh no. Or more Kamigawa cards.
All right, we assassinate this Leviathan.
Oh, Avatar of Woe is so good.
Problem is you have a lot of saplings.
That's true. But you have a lot of creatures too. Those Evangel tokens.
All right, something good. What? Are you kidding me? Was this an 8-mana 1/1?
Yeah. Oh, the scornful egotist.
Why, why is this a card?
Oh. I think they made it just to mess with Momir players.
Why?
Uh,
Oh dear. Wow. If this was standard legal, you could emerge and be emerge king here.
well, I guess you still have no flyers, so I think a hasty flyer could still steal the game. Ugh.
That's even worse than my 1/1.
Yeah, an Elder Dragon that's gonna die on our upkeep. At least your 1/1 lives for a
Wait,
while.
why are your creatures so big?
Uh,
Oh,
be-
because arcades. Okay.
yeah. Well, Verdant Force keeps pumping out the Saprolings.
Is there a pyroclasm on a stick on a body? Because I would definitely like that.
Ooh, that's
Ooh.
actually kind of a pyroclasm on a body
Ooh.
in its own way. Except, oh man, and you have the Kobold. Your zero drop is gonna pay off, and
Don't worry about it, Seth.
no way. Who would have thought that making the zero drop ended up being the play of the game? Well, we got to do it. We got to kill you here somehow. I don't know if they're. I guess we're hoping for Bounce Kraken, Hover Guard Sweepers, one of those. Some sort of removally creature. Oh, Deep Spawn Wars.
Deep Spawn War.
You're behind in your library though, so you would mill out sooner.
Okay, so kill the verdant for us.
Oh dear, I'm actually pretty close to just dying now. I think. Yeah, Praetor is very good in Momir. A little slow because you're usually tapped out when you get it, but once you untap with it, it puts you in a really good position. And one of the few cards in Momir that's really good at getting you back when you're behind. What are the odds I ever play your deck on stream? Awesome, dude. It's a possibility. If it happens, it probably won't be for a while because we're going to be doing Kaladesh stuff for the next probably 2 or 3 weeks, I would assume, with mostly Kaladesh stuff. So it's possible in the future, but it would be a little while. Oh, here comes the beats. Well, I guess we
Oh, wait a
can.
minute.
I guess we'll throw a bunch of tokens in front of this. Since they're probably going to die
I was
anyway.
supposed to do something on the attack phase, but it's okay. We can recover. Uh, Play back. Goodbye, my kobold friends. Look at that. 3 guys just took out 8 or something.
Oh boy. I'm so far behind. We
All right.
we got to hit removal here. We probably will play a standard storm deck at some point. I'm excited to try that.
Wow. These Leonin weren't too hot back then.
No, look at Rashka Golden Club. A little bit better.
I got like cat tribal going on over here.
You do. All right, we need a good hit here.
Whoa.
How's it gonna
Can
die
we kill
though?
the avatar? Can it kill the avatar in some way?
You could kill Bearer of Heavens. And we would start over with 0 lands and 0 cards. That would be an awkward game of Momir. No, there goes Twisted Image. Or Twisted Abomination.
So how can I get around this bearer of the heavens? I don't even remember this card. It's from Theros.
No one ever played it, but it is from Theros.
I need a flyer now. That's what I need.
Oh, reset button. Okay.
Woo!
Woo!
No. Is there anything I can do in response to this?
Kill Bearer of Heavens.
And that will just kill my Kraken? Or
It'll kill
can direct?
and all my lands. And your lands.
All right.
Alright. Well,
That was possibly a good hit for you. Maybe.
we'll see. If I hit a hasty flyer, it was definitely a good hit. Oh.
Oh, man.
Well, now maybe do we just skip a couple turns and go monstrous?
Oh, man. Oh. Oh.
Yikes. That's gonna go wide. So you get a dragon. I'm gonna have a 20/20, but I gotta skip 2 turns. 5.
Oh, you're really doing it? No, this is not gonna work, Seth.
I think it's my best bet.
I need another
Come
hasty
on,
dragon
scornful
right here.
egotist. Again.
I need like Rex Sage right here.
Alright, Avatar.
Oh, okay.
Skatewaying, thank you for the follow. I think this is gonna work. So go big. 20/20 Colossus attack.
Oh my god.
Yes. Oh.
All right.
Wait.
All right.
You only go to 1?
I only go to 1. I really do need a disenchant now. Or is there any? Is there some kind of weird dragon that would save me?
I think you need one of the bounce things again now. Here it is. Moment of truth. Oh.
Oh.
It's a good dragon, but I think it's too slow.
Oh no! I almost had. Wait, why is it gold? Was it not released normally?
No, it's released normally, but it's like from plain, whatever the intro format they make on Magic Online. Oh, is this
Disenchant
indestructible?
won't work. Your guy's indestructible. I need to exile.
Well,
All right, you win.
good game.
I'm fired.
Fired from the company you own and founded.
the Kraken did me in.
Well, that was a fun game of Momir. Had some fun hits. Richard learned what scornful egotist was. So thanks for hanging out and playing, Richard. It's always fun to do
Yep.
that once in a while.
Yep, but you gotta add to your 89 game win streak.
You beat me not long ago. I think it's only like a 1 or 2 game win
That's
streak
true. It's
now.
like 90 to 2 now.
So it is something like that. Oh, until the next supplemental product battle, then maybe we'll
We
play.
actually skipped. We didn't do dual decks Nissa versus Obnixilis.
Oh, I wonder, have they said how we're gonna get those other planeswalkers online?
Treasure chest. Probably no. Wait, was it in the curated list?
No, I don't believe so.
Oh, oh no. How are you gonna play with your new Nissa?
I know that was at the top of my against the odds list. And also for budget magic and everything because it's so good.
Yeah, they didn't. Kaladesh comes out. They put all the masterpieces on the list. They did not put the Planeswalker.
I'm pretty sure they said it was going to be released, but I don't know. It is
Ah,
weird because those are planeswalkers. It's not just like some random card no one cares about. They're planeswalkers, but
yeah, that's weird. Yeah, we're not gonna have them on Magic Online at least this week, right? I mean, you figured they would have announced it if it's gonna come out tomorrow, but apparently not.
if anything, maybe they're part of the conspiracy cards that are apparently going to get added to the treasure chest in November or something like that.
Maybe. Or do you think Jay Zaller says they'll be in the store? You think they're gonna put them in the store as a product that you can buy?
Um, I kind of doubt it. I don't think they sell intro packs in the store
Yeah.
anymore.
They
So,
didn't, they didn't used to sell intro packs.
I mean, they've had commander decks in there, but I don't
Oh
know.
wait, no, 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 I lied. Intro packs are in. You can buy Eldritch Moon intro pack for $15.
Okay. Well, maybe it
So maybe
is.
maybe they just add them in there.
Well, maybe it is just something you buy from the store then. That'll be weird if any of the cards. I mean, I guess it's the same in paper. Actually, end up getting played in standard, like Nissa will, standard staple.
Yep.
But
Lord Ra, he sat as the boss. Richard will do against the odds. All right, all right. Let me get recorded. Where's the new Nissa?
well, speaking of against the odds, I might as well give the reminders because I think we're done for the night. But it was a fun stream for having no league. So thanks for hanging out, Richard. It was fun. Tomorrow, a reminder for everyone, just so you know, is going to be the second stream for the week. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, playing Kaladesh Sealed League. So it's Kaladesh release time, so make sure to check that out. Also, if you're looking for old streams, MTG Goldfish Replay has all the old streams. It'll have this stream, so if you want to see me beat Richard and Momir again, you can go back and rewatch it. It'll be getting uploaded, so make sure to subscribe there. And if you're looking for a way to support the stream, apart from signing up for premium on MTG Goldfish, you can get a playmat from the merch link. Also, tomorrow during the stream, going to be announcing some sweet new stuff, so make sure to be here tomorrow. Anyway, I think that's all for tonight. Thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.